YouTube, this is Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters, here for LinuxMusicStudio.com, and sitting here behind me is my Macintosh SE Raspberry Pi computer. And if you haven't watched the video series on these, you could watch that if you want to. It's me basically stuffing a Raspberry Pi inside of this old computer case, which is a Macintosh SE30. And it's pretty cool. I use it now as basically my home entertainment system for listening to music. I have my record player hooked up to it, and there's a little mixer right here that's also hooked up to it. But anyway, what this video is actually going to be about is last night when I was in my bedroom, I was like, there's got to be a way for me to listen to the stuff I have on that Raspberry Pi on my mobile phone, my Android. And indeed there is, using the app VLC, which everybody I'm sure knows about. There's VLC that runs on just about everything that you can think of. And so the way to do this is actually pretty simple. I didn't even have to get up out of bed and I was able to do it. But there's a couple of things you have to make sure you have enabled first on your Raspberry Pi. And once you have that, you can do it on your phone. I'm going to show you how to do both. So first, let's log into the Raspberry Pi and I'll show you what to do there. Alrighty, so here I am in my Mac and Pi, and basically all you need to do, and you may already have this set up, but you're just going to go into your preferences, and then you're going to go into the Raspberry Pi configuration, and wait for that to open up. And then if we go into interfaces, make sure that SSH is enabled. And SSH allows you to remotely log in with a secure connection to your Raspberry Pi. Now, if you're not doing this on a Pi, you can still do this with a Linux computer or any computer that has SSH enabled. And that's really all you need to do. Once that you make sure that's enabled, you just click OK, and then you're good to go on the Raspberry Pi. Now let's go to the setup on the Android. Alright, so here we are inside of my Android device. And all I'm going to do now is just go into VLC, and then I'm going to click this little plus symbol, or tap it rather, down on the bottom right hand corner. Just tap that. And now I'm going to select for server type, I'm going to select SFTP. Now SFTP is a way to connect to SSH. They're basically the same thing, but this allows you to transfer files. So server address, all I need to do here is use my domain name of my Raspberry Pi, which is just by default Raspberry Pi. And then the username is just Pi. And then it defaults to the home folder, and that's fine. So then we're going to go to next. Server name, this is just the nickname for your shortcuts, so I'm just going to call it Pi. And tap OK. Now there it is. Now I'm going to tap it, and there we are. Now it didn't ask me for my password because I had already put that in before when I set this up, but for the first time you do this, it is going to ask you for your password, and you just type it in, and that's just going to be your password for your Raspberry Pi that you have set up. Now if I go in here to my mod downloader folder, that's where I have all of my mods, and actually no, let me go back. I'm just going to go to the arrows here, and I'm just going to tap play. And now that's going to start streaming all those files I have in that folder. Takes a little while for it to load, and there it goes. Okay, now you should be able to do the same thing with video. So if we go down here to my videos folder, let's just open this one up. I don't even know what this is, something else I did on there. And there it is. So very easy way to have a streaming media server on your Raspberry Pi to your mobile phone. So basically you can store anything you want on your Raspberry Pi and then just go in through your phone while you're laying in bed or wherever and just listen to your music or watch your videos. And it's a very easy way to set up a streaming media server from your Raspberry Pi. Now you could theoretically do this through the internet and connect even if you weren't at home on your local network, but in order to do that you would have to set up port forwarding from your router, which is not that difficult, and configure it to point to your Raspberry Pi, and then when you are out you would use your home IP address to connect and basically do the same thing, except for just use the home IP address rather than the domain name. Unless, of course, you registered a domain name to your IP address at your house, and you could do it that way. But for me, I'm fine with just using it here in my apartment. So that way, you know, if I'm in the kitchen or if I'm in my bedroom or something like that, I can listen to everything I have on the Raspberry Pi and not have to, you know, go in there and mess with it. So anyway, that's all for this little video, and hopefully you enjoyed that and thought it was pretty cool. And if you did, go ahead and check out my Patreon page, which is just patreon.com/Linux Music Studio. And don't forget to subscribe and click like, and the little bell icon too, and that will notify you every time I upload a new video. And once again, thank you all for watching these videos and for all the comments and you know, just everything. So I'll see you pretty soon and come back with something pretty cool. Anyway, have a great day, everybody.